Hello YouTube, this is Ben Gessel. This is kind of a continuation with the subject I just mentioned here just a little bit ago, real experiences dealing with the supernatural. Um, this is kind of a tough one because no matter how much some of these experiences were really involving supernatural things or not, of course, another way looking at it is that there's one's entire life, you're always dealing with the supernatural anyway. It's just a question of how sensitive you are to what's going on around you and that sort of thing. But, so obviously the word supernatural, thinking darker stuff. I don't know, I'm kind of leaving it up to you guys to decide a little bit sometimes, but here. Um, so, I remember one dream I had. Hopefully I haven't mentioned this already, but whenever I visited my grandparents, I think this was more in Spokane, but I'm not sure. If I'd stayed there overnight, whenever my grandpa, my dad's dad, was staying with us, I always would have these dreams, these recurring dreams of somebody tickling me. um, the funny thing is, I think this is more of a good dream, but um, if this is Spokane, I wonder if I'm just wondering offhand if I'm not sure who this was exactly, but it could have been one of my great grandfathers or great grandfather that was tickling me. But I had a dream where I was, middle of the night, late at night. Um, there was, you know, a grandpa type guy, or would come to my bed and like tickle, and he was just trying to be nice, and it was fun. And so, but hey, there's definitely a side to that can seem a little bit, I don't know. So there you go. So I've had those kinds of dreams experiences a little bit. Going a little bit different direction here. Sorry, I had a few other things that particularly I was going to mention in this dream in this video. Um, sorry. um, well, for whatever reason, again, when I was 1 or 2, the home that my family was at, for some reason, I can't explain this exactly, but um, the home we were at, I was 1 or 2 in Livonia, Michigan. In my bed, whenever my mom would have a green colored covering for my pillow, that's only 2. If it was green, thereabouts, I always had bad dreams. So make of it what you will. There, I haven't been able to figure that one out. But I mean, we're talking really scary dreams, bad dreams, bad dreams. So let's see here. Sorry, I have to use. This is why I do outlines. Clearly, in this kind of case, I might keep this one a little shorter, perhaps. Boy, let me think here. Mm, mm, okay, well, One second, sorry. um, oh yes, of course. So I don't know what you guys think of Oregon, but when I've been to Oregon with my family on vacation, um, there are some places where um, they're kind of touristy, a little bit pleasant enough. Um, but there are other places that have a qualities about them that, again, I mentioned the older homes that have more character. They have perhaps people hanging around those places, spirits that, kind of, I don't know, different. I don't know. Um, some of these places in Oregon, there's always a crossover with New England and Oregon, but it does feel very English in places, very white European. But there's kind of a um, yeah, um, you can kind of feel the spirit of the 1800s pioneers in some way. The Willamette people that settled the Willamette Valley. You can kind of get some of that feeling from different places, certain places at times. Um, One place I remember going to had cemeteries in general are kind of different, but this place had a lot of older folks, and it was a nice place. But we're talking, kind of place that had a lot of what's really short, not grass, but not astroturf, but like the fake looking grass. It's like I don't know. You have like the golf courses or the putt golf courses, and a lot of these old people, and retirement home villages, and the bagpipes, and okay. I don't know if I'm basically I don't know. The feeling I had in some places in Oregon was I don't want to say it's like a white supremacist kind of feeling, but I did feel a little bit like this is just a different kind of place. Yeah, it felt a little funny. I'll put it that way. Some areas in Oregon on the coast. Okay, so that being said, there's a lot of rural areas in the Northwest that will probably have somewhat similar kinds of feelings to them. It feels. I'm not saying this is necessarily a particularly evil or dark kind of feeling, but on occasion it can be. Instantly, going back to my earlier video, these rural areas sometimes are places where, you can have witchcraft going on because they are more isolated. And yeah, I tend to sometimes equate more rural areas with witchcraft. Not always, but a certain kind of witchcraft, I guess. A certain kind of get some weird folks sometimes out in the boonies. I don't know. So I guess there are other times when I guess this is back to feng shui, but I've been to places where, because of the design of the house, the outside, inside, the way things just were, it could be either very good feeling or a little bit darker. I think, again, before making this too long, I'm going to save some of these thoughts for later, but I will say this. So, I remember my Uncle Don and Auntie Lane's, this is my great uncle Don and Auntie Lane's house, being very, very good feeling. It was an older house in North Seattle. And, so they had the old style basement, and there's like vinyl, not vinyl, not vinyl. They had the old kind of green, kind of a certain kind of green tinted, wavy kind of glass by the doors, and just kind of mid 1900s house. A very very good feeling at that house. And then other times though, these older houses, it just varies. Again, sometimes you'll feel the spirits of people that have gone on. Some houses more than others, but if they were bad people, you know. So anyway, I'll wrap this one up, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later.